Big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gone.
Third and long for Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second and 12, Cousins. For the catch made by Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 31, Cousins. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Cook. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Working out of the gun, Cousins out to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll come out in the pistol. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A tackle that time by Akella Witherspoon. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there, and just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. And he's going to go down again. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Throwing is Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Switch.
Quaker Omaha.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Recon 132 fighter. Black flag.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Cousins now. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 22. From the gun, here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Let it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
12.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Forced out to his left. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games We're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Cousins now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Gun.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cousins on first down. Johnson's got it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now a run with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They come out here in the eye. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I know, easy.
54 Mike, 54 Mike.
To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down to lose one.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. Big hit.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Go. Go.
Cousins. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Right there, 54 Mike.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
11, 11, 6, 6. Oh, man.
They run again with Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Here we go. Like 80. 21, 21.
8 yards on the
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. Then he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He'll let this go and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway with this lead and the football things. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Taken in at the 11.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 61 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On first down, Garoppolo steps away to his left. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Breida. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, it's tight end, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they...
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know we my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. 18 Gators.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 20.
Desmond King on the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Lindsay. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Lindsay running right. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now to the air, Locke. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's coming. You draw Porter. Ready?
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. left leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. A give, running right, Lindsey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, team.
From the gun, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
36.
Now a give, right side. Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Lindsey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, break. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 9, check 9. Topper! Now! I got motion man. Me.
They'll run with Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. A final shot before half for Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run by Lindsey. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Hey, watch the slant. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Check cross. Hey, stand off. Check.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6.
They'll go again with Lindsey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. He completes this to Sutton. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a carry for Lindsey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Delta, look at me, zipper. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. My 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. No, check that.
To throw on third down. Block. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Locke going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Red Delta!
Back to the ground now with Gordon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. To throw is Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Motion. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to go.
Now Locke. And now he'll oh no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Rivers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rivers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't